All right, Alex, Acing Tennis. I'm so happy you came out today for a lesson.
I'm very, very happy to be here.
Very cool. Now, one thing, I got even more excited when you showed up with the Georgia Bulldogs. I think that was great. This was not planned, guys, but we're in Bulldog country.
The dogs.
So anyway, first of all, tell me about what you'd like to work on today. It's the backhand, right?
Yeah, definitely the backhand. So I have a one-hander, and throughout my match play, it's just kind of been one of my weakest strokes. Definitely just super inconsistent, and I just want to try to get it more consistent and more confident with the swing through.
Yeah, sure, and that's a lot of people with their one-hand backhand. I mean, even myself included, it's a tough shot to come over in a match when there's pressure and people are hitting heavy topspin at you, and so you'd like to get some more confidence on coming over the ball with some topspin, right?
Right.
Cool. We're about to get right into that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But first, I want everybody to know, kind of what your journey, what you've been through. Tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel you started. I've watched you improve so much just from watching you on that channel.
Well, thank you. So I have a YouTube channel called Acing Tennis, and I basically did it because I wanted to get out and play sports like I've always played throughout my entire life. I grew up playing soccer, and I wanted to play tennis again because it just seemed like the best sport for me. I've played it a little bit in the past. I played it in my junior and senior year of high school, and I quit for about 5 or 6 years and picked it back up in about January, February of this year. And when I was getting back into tennis, I was looking on YouTube trying to figure out, what level I belong at, and just trying to figure out how to get better, watching a lot of YouTube videos and lessons and stuff. And so I noticed that there was a missing group of well put together videos in the category of my skill level and the immediate future of my skill level. So like the 3.5 to 4.5 kind of range. And so I was like, you know what, I think I could do that. I've done YouTube for a long time for other things. And so I went ahead and started filming, and I can watch myself back and improve. And so that's kind of the sprouting of my YouTube channel.
Very cool. Well, I can tell you, people are going to be jealous because, see, like he was telling me, he's only played high school tennis junior and senior year. Then he stopped. He's 27 now, and he picked it up in February. And he has improved so much. Wait till you see him hit a ball. He hits a great ball for somebody who's played so little tennis. But he attributes a lot of his success to going on YouTube, to scouring YouTube videos and lessons and videoing himself. So this is something I've seen a lot, to where people who get obsessed with the game and they go and they really try and learn the game on YouTube and through instruction online, a lot of times they look a lot better than people who have been playing for years without doing this. So I'm super proud of you. So yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I just kind of find the videos that really speak to me and try to find the flaws that I know that I have from watching myself back, and find the videos that really fine tune, what those flaws are. And then I stand in my room and I shadow swing and try to figure out what that stroke looks like as to what they're doing, and occasionally I'll find like one little tip. That's all it takes, and you're like, oh, I wasn't doing that before, and then you figure that out. Swing 100 times and then get out on the court and try to put it into action. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Well, so all the stuff we've been begging you guys to do, it's watching the videos on YouTube or getting a course, and then it is doing shadow swings. A lot of people are not willing to do shadow swings. He does the shadow swings, and then he goes out and he practices it, and then he goes back to work. And you can really see he's been putting a lot of great work. Let's get on the court. Let's show people how you play tennis, and let's get that backhand going.
All right, let's do it.
Hey guys, so it was a lot of fun hitting with Alex, but one thing I just want to show you that we really worked on in this lesson was he had a tendency to move back, give away real estate quite easy, and hit off his back foot. Now this is something that all tennis players kind of fall victim to. A lot of times they say time is on your side, but not on a tennis court. The more you want to buy time and back up, lots of times it works against you. So the main thing that we were working on today, and you can see lots of times he's choosing to take that as a forehand rather than a backhand, just because, I think that one-hand backhand is a tough shot to build confidence in. So there you go. You're getting a good look at Alex's backhand, which actually, he did have, see him jumping off the back foot there again. He did hit a lot of great backhands, though. I do want you to know it did come in with pretty good pace, nice spin. So he did have some really good tools to start with, but we're just going to work on cleaning up the form today and getting him a little more aggressive going forward. All right, guys, so we got a little bit of COVID coaching going on. We want to be safe out here. But I did want to just talk to Alex a little bit about what I saw on his backhand. We hit in the short court and then went back. And you can let me know if I'm on the right track with this or if there's anything that you kind of disagree with, which is fine too. So first of all, I noticed that when you hit your backhand, you look relaxed overall. You look like your arms are pretty loose. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think we want to keep a lot of what we already have on your backhand. I mean, the backhand, for being a weakness and for being the one-hander, and for as little as you played, has already developed pretty well. It's awesome. It's very good.
Well, thank you.
One of the things that I think that you want to improve on, and this is something that we all fall victim to, is you tend to wait on the ball too much.
Yes, I agree with that.
So he agrees with that. I don't know if you guys can hear him. I'll kind of translate if you can't hear what he's saying. So he says he agrees with that, and I'm willing to bet that since we were hitting in a match, it might get 5 times worse.
Definitely.
So you just start waiting and waiting and waiting, right?
And I also tense up a little bit.
And tenses up. And this happens to everybody. This happens to yours truly. It happens to you guys watching out there. So what we're going to do is a drill that I call the hip hop drill. Okay? And it's actually the opposite. We want to hop and then we want to hit.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you how to do it. And I want you to really think about this as you're practicing and hitting balls in the warm-up. And then if you can get yourself to just do, like, give yourself some mini wins and matches. Like, go home and since you're so into the game, maybe write down, like, I was able to hit like 5 or 6 hip-hop backhands today, and it really built up my confidence and it felt great, okay? And so I'm going to show you what that is, and this might be like the central theme of what we're going to work on today, is this getting the idea of getting a momentum, going to the ball to where our body has no choice but to go for it. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Okay, Alex, so let's talk about what I see. First of all, one thing that you do, which I wouldn't stop doing, is you have the ability, and not many people have the ability to do this, you have the ability to hit pretty good open stance one-handers. And we're actually seeing more and more players do that with open stance one-handers, which is great. Okay. So you can do that. But I think it's all about tolerance level. Sometimes you go to that when you don't need to. You should be stepping in, but you're still hitting open stance and you're way on your back foot. And I noticed when you missed that you tend to either hit the ball short or it kind of die into the net or it go way wide.
Yep.
Does this happen a lot to you?
Yes.
And so what's happening there is you're getting on your back foot, you're waiting, and then instead of your energy and your hips shooting out forward, which it does sometimes, because sometimes you connect and you hit a great backhand open stance, and then other times you don't commit in, you're on your back foot, and you start to bring everything across this way.
Yeah.
And so the ball goes nowhere.
Right.
Okay. But you know, it doesn't happen often. There's many balls you hit great. So I want you to feel good about your backhand, okay? But what I want you to start to think of, and as a teaching pro who doesn't get to play much, who's hitting a little more, I'm trying to get myself to do it more. And I'm thinking of V tennis. The Spanish actually train in V's a lot, okay? If you watch Emilio Sanchez, he has his players move into a V pattern. And so, you know, we want to be taking the ball on the rise. We want to be moving forward. But I think a lot of players make the mistake of playing too close to the baseline, because if I'm playing this close to the baseline, if a ball's over here, now it's almost impossible for me to step into that ball, right? Can you see that? Because now I have to move almost in a straight line or an I, if you will, instead of a V. And now I'm hitting there, and I'm hitting on my back foot. Right. So actually, when you're playing your matches, I want you to play about this far off the baseline, and then look for opportunities to make a V to the ball, a V to the backhand, a V to the forehand. Okay, seeing the ball and just telling yourself, I can go to that ball, and then get to go. And then as you're getting there, this one we're going to do a hop and a hit. You see that? And I like to call that the hip hop just because of the hip hop dance move, but it's actually the opposite, right? We're hopping and then we're hitting. So I'm going to show you with my forehand since I'm a lefty, okay? But you'll be doing on the backhand. This feels more natural for me to show you on the. So I'd be here. I mean, oh, there's the ball over there. I can go to that ball. I'm going to get here. I'm going to hop and I'm going to hit. So for you, it'd be the same thing with your backhand. You basically hop and hit and commit. Okay. And what I want you to do is another thing that you do and I don't have a problem with it, except for when it messes you up, is you're so relaxed that a lot of times when you're done, your chest is way over here. Yeah, and so here's the thing. I want you to practice today keeping the chest closed and practicing like you're going to hit through 3 tennis balls and stay more like that. But know that this is just a drill, because I think the more you watch Dominic Thiem hit a ball, Stan Wawrinka hit a ball, and I watch you hit a ball, what I like is your relaxation. So I don't want to take that away from you, but I want to make you aware that when it's going off for you, you are opening up and you're pulling off too soon. Okay. When you're in the flow and it's working, this extra relaxation is working for you. Right. But we've got to also know, and maybe when things are not going well for you, you can remind yourself to put on the training wheels and get this hip hop and go in and stay a little more closed so you can feel the through the ball hit. Does that make sense? Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we like to start easy. A lot of pros, you'll even see tons of videos out there with Andy Murray and Stan Wawrinka, and a lot of great players are fed underhand by their coaches, so there's nothing beginnerish about it. This is a great way to get into a rhythm. And so what I want you to do is you're going to be on your toes dancing. I'm going to feed you the ball, I'm going to put it over there, and I want to see if you can get that rhythm of hopping and in. Let's see you do that actually without a ball. We're going to do like a shadow pretend feed, which will give you some rhythm. And then you're going to just do a shadow stroke. Imagine that I threw it and then you hit it, okay? So here we go. So I'm here and I pitched it. You're going out to it. Almost. So, and this is good. You see, there's lots of things that you watch and you're going, oh, that seems easy. And then when you go to do it, you're like, wow, that's a little tougher than I thought. So what you did there was you started to close your body too soon on your hop, okay? So what we want, especially because we want to hit it cross court, is when you're hopping into it, you actually want to be more open, okay, and have your foot pointed a little bit that way, and then when you step in. See, so if you're hopping like this, you don't quite have it. What you want to do is with your hop, you come out, see that? Right, I'm coming here, I'm coming out, and then in. Okay, we're making it into a nice little flow. Do you see how this leg's coming out first? Yeah, there you go. That's right. It's kind of like you're skating almost, kind of like, boom, we're feeling that power going that way, okay? So we'll do another shadow try. Here we go. Go. A little better. A little better. Go again. Ready? Good. And I don't think you need to step so much across, because we want to hit it cross court. The more we close ourselves off, it's going to get tougher to hit the ball cross court. And what we want to develop is when we're playing a match and we get in this game of this battle of chicken cross court battle, we want you to win it, right? So what I want you again to do is set this leg this way. See that? Look how my toe is. My toe is just not pointing that way. My toe is pointing this way. It's like I'm trapping the ball and I'm getting the angle set up to hit it cross court. And then I want to step more that way, but still stay sideways. Forward. Yeah, so let's actually just practice one move. Rather than having to practice from running from there to there, let's just go from here to there. Okay, 1, 2, good. Even more of a step that foot this way, yeah. 1, yes, now we're getting there. Do that again. 1, 2, there you go, that's it. 1, 2, good. Now see if you can run from there to there and get that timing out. 1, 2, you're starting to look like a pro. Again, go again. 1, 2, you feeling that momentum? Yeah. Okay, now on your toes, hop, and then do 1, 2. And then hop, yes, and 1, 2. Yeah. And so we're looking for those opportunities when we're playing a match. And remember, when you're playing a match and we're in this cross-court battle, This is just for people at home. You probably know this. You don't have to get back here in the middle. Right. You can actually be in this cross-court battle here. The point's established, and we get, you know, 1 or 2 balls going this way. You only have to get back to here, and then you get your split step, and also notice how my shoulders are also angled this way. Yeah. I don't need to be staying this way if we're rallying that way. So we're here. So now the work gets less. We're here. We see it. We're like, oh, I can go that ball. I can make a V to the ball. Get set. Boom. Right?
Right.
Okay. So let's try some now. I'm going to feed you some, and you're going to go out and you're going to do that hip hop move and let me know how it feels. Ready? And split step. Good. And go. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Right? And hop and go. There you go. That's beautiful. Again, ready? Hop and go. Okay. How did that last one feel?
That was well timed. Yeah, it felt good.
It was beautiful. And one thing, do you notice there's no hesitation?
Right.
Okay. No hesitation. Now I know this is way easier to do with the ball going like this, but this is something I really want you to take home and dream about, because if you can start playing this way, I mean, that was an incredible backhand. So you have the tool. One thing I love is you're loose.
Yeah.
And so if we're just not waiting and we're getting excited about it, you know, we're improving super quick. That's a gift that you have. You improve super fast.
Thank you.
All right, ready? Here we go. So again, let's do a hip hop. Ready? Go. Hip hop. Hip hop. Good. That's fine. We don't worry if it's in or out. We just want to keep our body free. Good. Now on the ball that you crushed, that foot was inside the blue.
Right.
So that's what I want to really train you to do, is I want you to be eager. I want to see how many times you can get inside the blue. Okay. Time that to where you're seeing the ball and you're eager, like, oh, I can go get this ball, and then I get my hop, and then boom, right through it. Right. Okay? Let's see if we can get in the blue, going to the ball, being eager to go to the ball. Ready? And go. Can we get to the blue? Wow, it explodes so much faster when you do that. Right? Hip, hop. Good job. Again, ready? Hip, hop. Good. Ready? Hip, hop. Good. Okay, now, just so we can take a little longer time with the ball, is everything's looking nice, but the hit's looking a little too rushed.
Yeah.
You feeling a little rushed?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is a picture perfect finish. So this is something you can do. I would go back and forth with this because we want the flow. I love what we're doing right now. But then also, especially if you feel like you're getting a little erratic, I want all that energy going. But here's the test. Can you go with the ball, hit, and then freeze here for 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3, and the back toe is up like a golfer. Okay? All right, ready. So same energy to the ball, but see if we can get a picture perfect freeze for 3 seconds. I'm gonna count to 3. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Looks pretty darn nice. Beautiful finish. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3. And so that's great. And this is why this drill is so good.
Yeah.
That shows you what's happening when things go wrong, and we want to know what's happening when things go wrong. You stepped here, and then right away this hip carried over here too soon, and you were there. The first one, you had a much longer, the more you're long here, you're going to be able to connect with that ball. Okay? So really feel the back hip, connect with it in a long way, okay?
Okay.
Ready, here we go. Get set, hip hop, 1, 2, 3. Do you see how much more stable that is?
Right.
Ready, here we go. Get set. 1, 2. That's another great looking stroke. You look incredible like this. Ready? Get set. Good. You look incredible, but you didn't get in the blue. I want to see if you can get in the blue. Set. Good. Okay. All right. I think the people out there are going to agree he's got a Federer-esque finish now. It looks pretty darn good. How are those feeling?
They're feeling good, yeah.
Yeah, it looks incredible. And when you do that freeze, do you feel like you've got all of a sudden created more time for yourself?
Right, yeah. You kind of feel where you stopped, and instead of that erratic movement that you were talking about.
Right. And so, you know, a good person to mimic actually on this is Roger Federer. You know, Federer is pretty amazing. and that when you watch him play, he's flowing and he's so dynamic, but yet he also seems to be playing in slow motion at the same time. It's really weird. And when you put the frames on him in slow motion, you know, you never seen anybody keep their head on the ball so long and have these mini freezes, but then when you watch it in regular speed, he's moving like, it's incredible how fast he's moving. Yeah. But he's able to, in real time, create these mini freezes in time, these mini moments.
Right.
And so if you can learn to do that on your backhand, you're going to learn how to just feel more calm when you're hitting. You're going to be aggressive and going to be a lot more in control.
Right.
Okay, so this is one thing I want you to do. If you could get a ball machine, or even, you can even throw balls against the tennis wall, right, and do that drill. Okay, if you don't have anybody to feed you or you don't have a ball machine, you can throw the ball against the wall and do that.
Yeah.
The next thing we're going to do is it's going to get a little tougher because now you got the energy of my strings coming at you. It's still going to be fairly easy, and so everybody at home, this is what I want you to do is kind of start, you know, super easy, gets a little tougher. I'm going to keep getting tougher. I'm going to see where you break down today. Okay? But that was an A+ right there.
All right,
okay, now I'm going to go to the other side and feed you off my racket, so it'll be a little more energy on the ball, but see if you can treat it the same way.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay. So don't worry about hitting me, mate. I get hit for a living. All right, but try and go through that lane over there and see if you can do that same hip-hop move to the ball. Ready, go. Good, that's awesome. Now, what I want you to notice about that one is notice how the back leg came around too soon and your ball went over there again. So this is a little habit you have that's making you miss wide. Okay, all right, here we go. Get set, do a little hip hop to the ball. Much better. Do that again. Ready, get set, hip hop to the ball. Good job. See if you can hold that freeze for 3 seconds. Picture perfect finish. Good job, but we're having trouble holding it. See, it's a little tougher here when I'm feeding the ball. Good job. That's awesome. Here we go. One more. Get set. Great. Okay. So I'm picking up on something else as I'm watching. Now that I'm feeding you off the racket, you're looking great, but something's changed. Notice how they're not as explosive off the strings.
Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
No, actually.
Okay, you get too close to the tennis ball.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're doing all this, you got great energy to it, and what's happening is you've just moved a little too close. When you're hitting, even though you don't want to, your arm's a little more bent, slightly bent, you're hitting here, and the rack is just gonna feel a little yucky as you're hitting the ball. It's not going to just flow off the racket like butter until you learn to get there. Okay? So we have to learn to be aggressive going to the ball, but we have to, you know, put on the brakes a little further away.
Okay.
And, you know, I always tell people when they have this problem, I don't know how, I mean, you seem to be the type of person that I might just be able to tell you this and then you pick it up. But if you don't be afraid to go there and stop too early where you feel like you might miss it, like it might go further out here. Usually when people do that and they feel like, oh, I'm too far away from the ball, but they just trust what I'm telling them, they usually hit the ball right in the middle of the strings.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Okay, mate, here we go. Ready. See if you can give yourself a little more space. You feel how much more solid that felt?
Yeah.
That came off like a rocket. Alex is shaking his head yes, he loved it. That's too close. Feel the difference?
I had to bend into that one.
Yep. So give yourself that room. There it is. That's a little better, but still a little too close. Good job. Again, ready. Even though you missed that, that's the spacing we want.
All right.
Okay, that looked a lot better. That was a good miss. See if we can do that again. Good. Now you're there. Now you're there. Very nice. See if we can keep getting into the blue of the court. Be aggressive. Good job. That's right. Keep being aggressive, but keep your space. Good. That's awesome. One more. Good. It's getting there. Okay. Alex, so give me some feedback. What's feeling good? What feels like a little awkward? Or maybe is there anything I'm telling you that you find hard to do?
So the spacing thing is something I've noticed while I was playing. Is I get too jammed up, and from when I'm watching people actually hit like good backhands. So I knew that that was actually one of my issues, but it's something I don't always think about. And so when you said it, it really it brought back in. So it's just a little awkward for now, I think. But I think the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. And but that was one of the things that really stuck out to me for sure.
Yeah, and actually, as I brought you out further, it is actually easier for you to keep the ball further away.
Right.
But as I feed it closer, you kind of run right into it.
Right.
So something you can do is you can just, because this guy's a shadow stroker, you gotta be proud of him. He works hard on his game, so you can just literally do some shadow strokes like this every now and then, and getting here, getting that hip hop. See, now I have to stop pretty much here. I can't take many steps. Even though that ball looks so far away, I'm like there. Right? So all it really takes is like a turn and right? As that ball keeps coming, I got the spacing, I'm hitting it, where you might have just taken 1 or 2 steps because you're seeing the ball's way over there. But now all of a sudden, look, we go to swing, look what happens. We're actually not even hitting the ball. So in order to hit it, we've got to do something like that. So doing some shadow strokes where you got to set, where you're like, okay, I got to come here, I got to hit this ball. Boom, getting back. Coming out here, got to hit that ball. Getting back. You see that?
Yeah.
So that'd be something I do at home, so you really start to be able to be aware. The silent killers in tennis are always the ball that's close to us.
Right.
Even worse for people is when they see a ball right there and they think, oh, this ball's right to me, I don't need to move, and then they literally start hitting their forehands and the backhands like this. Okay, so it's sometimes tougher, those balls that are closer to you. Now, we're going to take things to the next level, okay, mate? I'm going to feed the ball on my side first. I'm going to hit it here. It's going to bounce, so it's going to skip up at you. So it's going to be a little more realistic if you're playing somebody at a higher level who's got a kick to their shot.
Right.
Okay, but I still want you moving forward, doing the picture perfect finishes, and let's see how you do.
Okay.
So still hit them my way. Don't worry about me. And here we go. So we're a little too far out in front of that. There you go. Great job. And you took that ball actually quite high. That will show everybody at home. Guys out there, you guys can take a ball this high and still go in there and swing. That was beautiful. Let's try that again. Ready, getting set. Okay, I don't like how you backed up there. I don't want to see you back up at all. Today we're always going forward. Hip hop into it. Perfect. That is perfect. Let's get a hip hop, backhand into the ball. Good job. That's beautiful. Ready? Hip hop into the ball. Okay, that's okay. It's a matter of getting this timing down. Getting set. Good job. A little too close to the ball, but I like how you went into the shot. Ready, get set. Oh! Ready, get set. Oh! Oh my gosh!
Guys, you're in trouble right now. Back up. Hey, back up. Hey, you're in trouble. Here we go.
That was an unintentional rocket.
Okay, we have to say it to the camera.
My head.
Okay, first of all, Alex, you're now officially my idol. I don't think I've seen a ball hit that hard on my court in a long time. There's no way I would have hit the backhand that hard. How did that feel?
It was a rocket.
He said it was an unintentional rocket, that's what you called it.
Yep.
And that's what happens. You let the body flow, you trusted it. Now for many people, when the ball's up here, this is when we start to pause, this is when we start to back up, this is when we start to push. And this shows everybody at home that if you just go in there and you trust it, you just let all the momentum you started rip right through it, you can hit high backhands.
Yeah.
You crush that ball.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was incredible, mate. That was incredible. So we're going to do one more thing, and then we're going to call it a day. So now we're going to rally cross court and see how often. Now, this is a little different, guys. I want you as much as possible telling yourself, okay, I can go to this ball. And right now, I'm not going to hit the ball. I'm going to hit some heavy ones, so I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to hit any heavy ones because I do want to test you a little bit. But for the most part, I'm going to give you shots that you should be able to go forward on. Okay. Some of you might not be. You might not be able to go forward. So this is when you're rallying, people are playing matches. This is what I want you kind of doing. In the beginning, you got to think about it. As time goes on, you don't have to think about it. But in the beginning, you do have to think about it to where you're playing with somebody, you're like, okay, I can go make a V to this ball. Okay, so just kind of tell yourself, I can make a V. Or, no, I've got to treat this one, because you can't go to a V every time. Sometimes you do just got to go this way. Sometimes you do have to back up. Sometimes it is smarter to back up. Right. But for right now, I want the goal to be how many balls can you go make this move to the backhand. Okay? Okay, Alex, so here we go. The goal is to get into the court with a hip hop, make as many V's as you can. Remember, once we start hitting, you don't have to get all the way back there. You see how I'm kind of cheating over? You can be right here, but try and get going to the ball as much as possible. Right, here we go. Hip hop into that ball. Look at that. These are already coming in stronger, guys, than we were rallying, okay? In or out doesn't matter right now. I want him to be aggressive. That is awesome. See, now notice that one, he didn't get to go in. And we saw more of a backhand like, I'm just going to show the camera, we saw more of a backhand like this. The first one was a lot stronger, he had a lot more momentum coming this way. Now he can go strong this way and then there, that's fine. But that last one was all like that. You hear what I'm saying? Here we go, ready, set. That's much better, that's good. Again, go to the ball. Great. You know what? It's hard to teach and hit with this guy because they're coming so much faster than we were warming up earlier by him going after the ball. That's okay. I like the aggressiveness. Wow. Here we go. One more. Ready. Guys, I can't tell you how much faster these are coming. I don't know if you guys can appreciate it when you're watching on YouTube, but these are coming like twice as fast at me. That's okay. I don't want you to give up that aggressiveness. This is an aggressive lesson. We don't care if we miss right now. Take your time on the finish. Give me that picture perfect finish. That's okay. Right now what's happening is you're just firing around too much. You gotta think of your backhand actually coming through on this side of the net strap. The ball will still go cross court. If you hit the ball on this side of the net strap or here, like middle or here, based on the angles we're rallying, a lot of these balls are going to go wide. All right. Okay? Okay, so we're going cross court still, but I want you to have it come through the net strap a different way. Yeah. You see how solid that was? Yeah. So when you're playing your matches, that could be another goal that you have as far as where to hit the ball. Let's get one more good one. Ready? How incredible is that? Okay, Alex, first of all, I am sad that it is COVID because right now I'd like to give you like a triple high five, Brian Bros, chest bump. I thought you did incredible today, but the most important thing is, how did you feel like you did today?
I feel like I did pretty good. I definitely had some, obviously some of my typical mistakes, but figuring them out as we went, I was definitely starting to hit more consistent and really start to understand what I was doing wrong, so it felt good.
Did you notice more power on your backhand than normal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I can tell you at the end, the ones where they're going in or out, they were just coming so much faster than when we were rallying together to warm up.
Right.
And then once we add that last little tip of the net strap, which I think is going to help you in matches.
Definitely.
You know, you changed the way, you just looked at the net strap and you changed that aim, and all of a sudden you're hitting beautiful cross court perfectly. I mean, if you could just, you know, turn that into a factory right there, no one's beating you.
Right.
That's what I want you to get excited about. No one's picking on that backhand.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, great job. We'll do a follow-up maybe in a couple of weeks or something like that to see how you're doing.
Okay.
And I'm so proud of you. Keep going with your channel, Acing Tennis, guys. Make sure you go out there, subscribe to Acing Tennis, follow Alex. He's doing a great job. And keep wearing the Georgia Bulldogs. And guys, if you want to take your game to the next level, what I'm going to play for you right now is a little bit of a preview from Next Level University. You're going to get 8 free training videos. And then if you decide you want to sign up for Next Level University, what we can do is we can work together. Just how kind of I worked with Alex today. You could be sending me in your videos. You can be going back and forth. And you get all my courses as well. And so I hope you take advantage of that, because when we go, Alex is living proof that, hey, if you just follow the stuff on the internet, so imagine you're getting all my courses, every single course I've made, plus we're working together back and forth. I can pick up things like that and show you what you need to do, and it's very effective online just like it is on the court. So we'll see you on the next video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.